TeeJayLC is launching the GR Corolla today, so
wow, does that sound insane or what? That exhaust sounds so good. Hey, I just want to say right now, thank you for everybody who subscribed to my channel so far. I appreciate the love so much. You guys are freaking awesome. We're creeping in on 1,000, so if you're not subscribed already, please hit the subscribe button now. Also, hit the like button because you know it helps your boy out. So let's get into this video. Right now, we're going to take a quick look at my car, and then I'm going to talk about the things that I love about this exhaust. I'm going to talk about the install. I'm going to talk about what it looks like, and then my overall thoughts about everything, if you guys should get it or not. So stay tuned for that. But I just want to take a quick look. As you guys can see right now, this car just randomly got slammed, and I don't have any videos on that yet. But don't worry, because I do have videos coming out on that. Everything's already filmed. I just have to edit everything. So just want to take a look at the car right now. It is coming together so much, and I'm really, really excited. I mean, lowering the car helped the look of the car, in my opinion, so much. I will get into a whole like rubbing, whatnot, all that stuff. So I bought this car in January, and it's been changing so much, so fast. I've done a ton of things, and I got a lot more in store. So now let's get into everything else on this exhaust and continue this video. So thank you guys for watching. So if you guys can tell from the last clip, there is little to no drone on this exhaust at all. And that's a great thing. And I do especially love this with the exhaust, because if you've ever taken a long road trip in a car with a lot of drone, then you know exactly what I'm talking about. Now, this exhaust is still very loud in my opinion, especially for a 3-cylinder. So I hear a little bit of riciness whenever I'm accelerating, but honestly, it's not that bad, and I kind of feel like it suits the car. So the overall look with this exhaust looks absolutely amazing with the diamond black tips, if you ask me. The way that the oval tip fits the rear diffuser in the middle is on point, and it looks so much better than the OEM setup. So the first thing I noticed when I actually got in the car and began to drive was the throttle response. Now, you guys might think I'm absolutely crazy, but I promise you that as I hit the gas, I could feel a huge difference in throttle response. And this is actually really surprising to me for a catback, but when I hit the accelerator pedal, I feel like the car just wants to move now, and it's really surprising me, but I swear it's true. So if you ended up seeing my install video on this, then you know that AWE gave zip ties for the kit so that you could fit the module for the valved exhaust onto the muffler. And I was also saying in the video that I hope this doesn't vibrate. Well, it did a lot. I was actually really disappointed that this kit didn't come with bolts to mount into that bracket. It would have made this install so much easier, and with those zip ties being kind of thick, I think that was a lot to do with the problem. So I did end up having to take out the zip ties, find some bolts to put into that bracket. Thankfully, to go back and do this, I didn't have to take off the exhaust or anything because it was pretty easy to get to that bracket, but this was a must in order to kill that vibration sound. Now let's get to the install. The install was actually pretty easy so long as you have somebody to help you out and lift the resonator. I feel like that was the most difficult spot spot. Unless you have a lift, I think that'll help you too. But if not, you could probably just use a jack up the resonator to get those bolts in. But if you don't have a jack, then you probably shouldn't even be doing this job anyway, because you can't lift up your car in the first place. But if you try to lay under there, I was trying to lift the exhaust by myself, like with not even a foot of room underneath the car, and I couldn't really lift it up over my head and hold it and bolt it at the same time. So having someone help you out really does work a lot. Now, one good thing about this exhaust is whenever you get to the back of the exhaust and install the tips, there's actually a lot of adjustment that AWE gives you to fine tune those and get everything lined up perfectly to the diffuser. Because if you just let it sit in there loose and then you just tighten it up, nothing's gonna line up. But another thing that does help would be to have somebody else either eye it up while you tighten it up and adjust it, or you adjust it and someone else eye it up, or else it's just gonna take you a little bit longer, but you can do it. Compared to all the other exhaust tips out there, I personally think that AWE knocked it out of the park with the way that their tips look. And I actually feel like a lot of people appreciate the fact that AWE stayed true to the triple tip that actually came OEM with the car, and a lot of companies didn't do that. So I feel like a lot of GR owners appreciate the fact that AWE stayed true to the triple tip, because it kind of just makes sense. It has 3 cylinders, 3 tips. Let's keep that true rather than put 4, 1, or 2. So I do think that's cool in my opinion. I mean, AWE sold out of a year's worth of inventory in just 1 month. So you have to give them some props. They obviously did something right. So that also just goes to show that this is going to be one of the most popular exhausts out there for the GRC. I personally think that the AWE exhaust is going to end up being like Rally Armor Mudflaps for an STI or a WRX. It's going to either be a staple to the GRC or complete overkill. I'll let you guys decide on that. So overall, I would definitely recommend this exhaust to anybody that doesn't want drone and wants to have a little bit more of a deeper sound than OEM. I still personally feel like a downpipe would definitely complement this and make it sound so much better. This exhaust is still pretty loud, but it's definitely not overbearing or annoying. Also, if you're just trying to clean up the car's rear end look, I feel like this exhaust does it for me when it comes to styling, because they stayed true to the triple tip. Alright, so that's it for today's video. Type in the comments what you guys think of the sound of this exhaust, and also feel free to roast me on that launch, because I was definitely not a fan of that either. I really do think if this car came with launch control, it'd be so much cooler, and it would probably help guys like me that aren't the best at launching their cars, especially an all-wheel drive one. Make sure you hit the like button and subscribe for some more GR Corolla content, and we'll see you guys in the next video.